Okay, now you're audible to the entire world, Pepsu.
Oh. Everybody who thinks Final Fantasy VII looks bad, like the original, is a fucking idiot. And I hate you. I fucking hate you so much. Why the fuck are you alive? Everybody's like, it looks bad because it looks old. Okay. Fucking idiot. Actually, I'm not as mad about. What are you saying? What?
Like, why would people be like, oh, it looks old, so it's bad. Oh, I want things to be new. I want new things. Have you seen new things? They all look the fucking same. They literally all look the fucking same. All the fuck. There's no fucking difference in anything new.
There was a Digi's thing that it kind of triggered me because he was talking about Final Fantasy today, and he was saying that like, well, I guess he kind of brought it on himself because he said the new one looks like shit, which I don't agree with. But all these people were like replying with shit that doesn't even make sense. Like they're using the overworld sprite to compare to how it looks on Final Fantasy VII, like the new one, which is retarded because. Yeah, they're like, oh, here's the overworld sprite. It looks, they're like comparing it to like 2020 graphics. I'm like, did anybody ever play Final Fantasy VII? Because when you're in the battle, it looks pretty good. Does anybody remember that?
Like,
Does anybody remember all of the really great animations and 3D models for all of the fucking like enemies and stuff? They all look really good. So does Tifa. Like everybody looks so good, like in their battle model, and then they're like, "Oh, why does it look bad in the overworld?" Because it was made to be displayed on a CRT.
Yeah,
it was made to be displayed on a fucking 20-year-old Magnavox piece of shit.
And
that was
like
in RF only.
Like how many fucking discs was it already on? Like 3 or something?
Yeah, it was 3. Yeah, it was 3.
It was on fucking 3 discs.
The game part of it is only like 300 megabytes. The rest of it is like all cutscenes, like FMVs.
Yeah.
So like, because big shit back in the day. So this notion that this is the dumbest thing that I hear people say all the time about the Final Fantasy VII, like the original one, and people say it literally all the time. Boomers, Zoomers, Millennials, everybody. They always say it. They go, "Oh well, back in the day, they just didn't really know how to make good-looking 3D models." What? You're telling me that Squaresoft, cutting edge developer back in the day, cutting edge, with Squaresoft cutting edge, this is the most expensive game ever fucking made at the time. Somehow didn't know how to make 3D models.
I figured out that you can put like fucking triangles next to other triangles and have them look good.
And you know what? And it's literally disproven. Has anybody ever played the original Final Fantasy?
I mean, I haven't because I don't. Okay, I have to get the Final Fantasy because I thought the games were interconnected, but then I found out that they're literally not. Why the fuck do they number the games if they're not even fucking connected? What's the fucking point in numbering the games? I was like, hey, I'm not gonna play this game.
Oh, just because it's the newest one. I don't know why they do that.
I know, it's so fucking
boomer tradition,
dumb.
I guess.
I read an article. Hey, I read an article that said that people were discussing back when Final Fantasy VII came out that it looks like shit because people wanted the sprites back. So there was a subset of people who didn't accept the 3D models and thought they looked like shit because they are low poly and everything.
Right.
Like, I mean, Final Fantasy VII didn't come out in a vacuum. Like, I mean, the people knew that 3D models could look better, you know? But I would always say that Final Fantasy VII has a great design sense, you know? And knows how to knows how to cut corners. Let's tell it.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about the models, the overworld models that people get hung up on so long, is I always go, okay, maybe they were, but so.
I mean, they could have made it like Xenogears, you know, like.
Well, think about whenever this game came out, everybody had a shitty TV. Nobody had the biggest TV you could get was a 40-inch Mitsubishi. Okay.
That's totally true, and I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying
Oh yeah,
that
I get it. Yeah, I
that
get it.
it wasn't unilaterally, is that a word?
No. Oh, I
Beloved
know.
when it came out.
I'm not claiming it is. I'm just saying I hate when I'm hearing people say dumb shit like, "Oh, Square didn't know how to make 3D models," which is completely false.
I mean, I
Wait-
do prefer like how they made the models in Final Fantasy VIII, even
Oh
if
yeah,
there's
they did something
stuff.
different there. Yeah, everybody always.
But overall, I think Final Fantasy VII still looks great. Like
Yeah,
it's just amazing design sense, you know.
people will like say that I'm so hung up on that when people say, "Oh, they didn't know how to make 3D models," because like within the first 5 seconds of playing the original Final Fantasy VII, you go into a battle, and then right away you see the full 3D models. It's literally within the first 5 seconds of the game. No, sorry, it's like in the cutscene too, which is I'm sorry, it's not in-game graphics, but it is right away. You already see like these fully detailed characters, and I'm like, did anybody play this game, or did they just see like one screenshot and they went, "Bro, that looks bad"? What?
I'm literally looking at Final Fantasy VII fucking cutscenes right now on YouTube, and it looks fucking amazing. Like, how can anyone look at this shit and be like, "Oh, this looks
I
bad"?
can get that it aged, but like people, this is like the thing I have with Half-Life too. People like with the original Half-Life,
It didn't
people
even
go like,
age
"Oh,
poorly
it looks
too.
bad." Oh my god, the original Half-Life looks bad, and I'm like, yeah, because it was made in 1999 or whatever.
I mean, like,
You
it's
fucking assholes.
The thing
Ah!
I like, the first Final Fantasy I've played was Final Fantasy X, and then I went back and played the older ones. And the thing that even as a kid, I never thought the PlayStation 1 games looked bad or anything,
No.
even if the graphics weren't cutting edge anymore. But what always bothered me was how slow they were. Like,
Oh,
especially
slow?
Final
Oh,
Fantasy
yeah.
9 is so fucking slow. And the
Oh,
thing
I really like that.
wished they would have fixed when they ported it onto the Switch and PlayStation 4 and
You
whatever.
can speed it up, can't
Was
you?
that
Oh, they have like a
fucking-
speed up
The
mode.
fucking game runs faster, you know?
Yeah. They like have it so it literally runs faster.
Oh,
So
you
what I
can?
do when I play FF7 is I like I'll turn like you turn like the battle speed all the way up, and then you set it to make
mean-
it so it doesn't wait for you.
I mean,
I really like that. A lot of people don't, but I
Final
really
Fantasy
like
VII is the best in the PlayStation 1 era. But Final Fantasy 9 is unplayable for me.
Oh,
Because
really?
I feel like you're waiting
Oh,
for
no.
3 minutes until you do anything.
Oh, too bad.
I mean, like,
But I love how Final Fantasy 9 looks. I love the story.
It does look
I
good,
love
yeah.
how it's written. But the game is just insufferable to me because it takes so long. Like the battles, you know?
okay, the thing with aging poorly is just aging doesn't mean that you did it poorly. You only age poorly if you fucking like fuck up and like try to do something that's beyond your technical capabilities. Like things that age poorly, like things that try to be photorealistic and shit, you know?
Oh yeah. Another thing that bothers me about like when people, I know that it's easy to compare the FF7 remake with the original FF7 because obviously it's a fucking remake. But like the way they present the story is completely different. One is acted and one is not. You know what I mean? One is completely acted, like voices and faces and poses and shit. And the other one is, okay, we just have music and there's a static screen with some text. Okay? So when people play these,
and
play
I
like
think-
the old game.
I think it's a good idea to go full on realism and do it mega differently because, like, doing it completely, like, the more it is like the older version, the shittier it is because the old version is perfect. So if they just remove it from the old version with how they present it, it becomes its own product, you know, like. It's like the new Evangelion movies in a way.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. Yeah.
So
That's what the new one thought of me.
I don't get the drama because the old things don't go away. Like
I know!
nobody for like the new Evangelion movies are around for I don't know since 2007 or something, but it was still a huge deal when the original series dropped on Netflix last year. you know, because people don't forget the old series just like that, just because there's new. If anything, the new product reinvigorates interest in the old product, you know?
Have you finished? Oh, you
So-
haven't finished the new FF7 remake, have you? I didn't
What?
play it. I just watched it on YouTube. You haven't finished it, have you?
Oh, right now. I'm at the part where Red 13 was introduced. So
Okay, well,
I'm like in chapter 16, and there's 18. So I
All
really
I'm
want to
gonna say-
finish it right now.
all I'm
Huh?
going to say about the remake is that it does remind me of the Evangelion remakes. Like, it reminds me of that, where it's like, oh, well, people are like, well, it's not as good as the original. I'm like, then go play the old one.
Yeah, it's the same fucking story, right?
Fucking get it. No. There's some shit that happens. Okay, I don't want to say anything, but like something weird happens. But it reminds me of that of those movies where people are like, "Oh, the new Evangelion movies aren't as good as the old ones. Oh my god, they didn't remake them right." And I'm like, "Go watch Evangelion. It's something that you can watch at any time. It's fucking animation.
Yeah,
It's not aged wrong. You can watch it at any time. You assholes."
true.
That's why I don't like remakes, because it's like,
and-
go just play the old game. You know what I mean? Or something.
I
You can
don't
literally play it at any
mind the
time.
remakes. Like I don't get why people are so upset.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I kind of like
I
some
just
remakes,
don't-
but I don't get
just don't
excited.
understand when I listen to Nate. I'm like, okay, this property means a lot to you, but it's not yours. You're not entitled to it for it to never change. You know, like it's not yours. I know you have a very deep connection to this, but it's not yours. And the original creators can choose to do whatever with it.
I mean,
know?
most human
And
creation.
I think that's just respectful when they decide they want to make more money with it. Well, then why shouldn't they?
I mean, most human behavior is reducible to some sort of primal instinct. So you shouldn't think of it in terms of like, what logical sense does it make for fucking Nate to be like, hey, I feel like this property is like special to me, so it should never change. Like, you should look at it from the perspective, like, these people think that those specific things are sacred, right? They think that their specific things are like have like a religious status to them.
Yeah,
And
but
if they're-
that's so dumb.
I mean, it is dumb.
Because the argument is then, why can't they take all those resources and make Final Fantasy 16? Well, that doesn't make sense, because every Final Fantasy is the same. You start in a big city, you escape from the big city. Then you go on a road trip. Then shit goes down and the world ends and is reborn anew. It's always the same story, just the aesthetic is a little bit different. You know? Almost every Final Fantasy is the same.
Yeah, but like, when people are passionate
So-
about things, it's not just like that they're like, issues are that they're passionate for like an irrational reason. It's literally like a religious experience, basically.
Yeah, and that's dumb.
I mean, yeah,
So
humans
here's
are
the thing
dumb.
about. Here's what I feel about the new Final Fantasy remake, and it is I tried to get mad at it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I tried to be like, oh my god, another fucking remake, and then I watched it on YouTube and I was like, whatever, you know, like I didn't want to play it because I knew I wasn't going to be interested in playing it because I don't like the 3D combat thing. I really like the turn-based stuff, so I was like, I'll just
Yeah.
watch it on YouTube.
I have to say, I'm not a fan of like action RPGs,
Yeah.
but it's really fun playing with the battle system. Like, they did a good job, I feel like. And
Well,
also, even if it's not your cup of tea, I think you can feel that even if it's something completely different from what you want or what you like in games, you can see that they put in work and that it's not a cheap cash grab, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yep.
it's one thing to get mad at the Fully Cooley sequels or then what the fuck happened with the new Ghost in the Shell.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Like the Fully Cooley sequels are clearly a cash grab where nobody was interested in doing it. And the new Ghost in the Shell is something went horribly wrong in production. But with this remake or even the new Evangelion movies, I mean, maybe they're not as good, or maybe they're a completely different product from the old thing you love. But it's still
It doesn't matter.
a product where
It's all right.
People
It's
work-
okay.
huh?
It's okay. Is what I'm. What
Yeah,
you're trying to say
it's
is
just-
that it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's all right.
Yeah.
You can just not play it. And I'm not trying to pull in the you don't have to play it argument, but as a like what I did, I was like, oh, I'm not really going to be interested in playing that, so I'm just going to watch it on YouTube. And then I watched it on YouTube, and I was like, well, that's all right. Who cares? If I want to play the original Final Fantasy VII, and I want it to be the original Final Fantasy VII, then I'll just play Final Fantasy VII. I have it right here. It's literally on my desk. The original PlayStation game. And you can just play it. It's not a big deal. That's why I try to tell people like to calm down.
Well,
it doesn't matter is what I mean. Like it doesn't like because the way Final Fantasy VII, the original, presents itself is literally completely different than the new Final Fantasy VII. It's completely different.
correct. You get a completely different experience.
Yeah, like I was kind of at first I was like, oh my god, the music's fucking orchestrated because I'm so bored of orchestrated music. I was like, oh my god, it's not like the original music. And I was like, well, it doesn't need to be like the original music because I was like, it sounds like background music. Well, because it is background music because in the new game they have voice acting to. They don't have to tell the story with the music. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like in the old game, the music sounds more powerful to me because like it seems like they have to like rely on the music to sell the scene. But in the new game, it's just like, oh, it literally is just background music. We can actually have these actors act and talk and voice, and all that pose and do all this stuff. They don't have to rely on that shit.
I totally understand it, but I think the melody writing of Uematsu is strong enough to even work in an orchestral setting.
Yeah. Oh, I really like how video gamey the old one sound.
One point I just wanted to make is I think Final Fantasy VII Remake has more in common with Final Fantasy 15 than with Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah. Oh, I kind of got that too. I was like, this is like Final Fantasy 7. Man, you gotta finish the game because some weird shit happens, and I was like, oh, I was kind of like, oh no, when I first heard it, and then I went, oh, actually, this is okay because that means it's not exactly the same as the game. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not literally the exact same game because I already know the game. I literally already know Final Fantasy 7. I played it 1,000 times.
I have to go on a rant right now because you just fucking reminded me of something.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of fucking indie game pixel art. It's not interesting anymore. It stopped being interesting in like fucking 2016. Stop making fucking pixel art games. The only two fucking indie pixel art games that actually look good are Valhalla and fucking Dead Cells.
Hyper Light Drifter, you don't like that one? I like that one.
I don't know that one. Maybe that one's good.
You should look it up.
Hyper Light Drifter is exactly my aesthetic.
Yeah.
Hyper Light Drifter
I know what
good.
you mean though, like the 8-bit look. Like,
Yeah.
okay, this is gonna. Everybody's gonna tune out as soon as I say this. Your podcast is over. But like the game, like what is that called? Shovel Knight. I really like Shovel Knight, but I do not give a shit about the aesthetic on Shovel Knight.
Yeah, Shovel Knight looks like shit. Shovel Knight looks like fucking shit.
It doesn't look like shit. I'm like, it's like fake 8-bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it's
yeah. That's what makes it look
it's like fake
shit,
80s almost. When people like fake 80s, like when people are like, oh, well, you like 80s, right? So that must mean you like Kung Fury. And I'm like, because that's so 80s. I'm like, that was not how the 80s was.
Yeah, it's pretending to be something it doesn't have to be, right? It's like the entire 8-bit aesthetic is born from limitations, and so you take like, hey, I'm gonna do this aesthetic, I'm not gonna improve upon it in any way. I'm literally just gonna do an 8-bit game when you don't have to do an 8-bit game. Like, there's literally no reason for you to do a fucking 8-bit game. Stop fucking trying to do 8-bit games. They did better when they had to do fucking 8-bit games, and they had giant fucking patches to maximize how good an 8-bit game can look. Your game won't look as good no matter what the fuck you try, because you don't have the same constraints, you don't have the same inspiration, and you don't have the same fucking budget to make a fucking actually like amazing looking 8-bit game. You're just literally making your fucking games worse for no fucking reason.
That's amazing, but Carla, what aesthetic games do you like? Because you said you hate how new games look, and now you say that you hate that new games emulate the look of older games.
I just want people to do fucking
new games to look?
Okay, new games that look absolutely fucking amazing. Cuphead, Hollow Knight, both of them absolutely gorgeous. Like, the prettiest fucking games you could ever imagine. They did it because they did something new, and they actually put fucking effort into it, and put fucking creativity into it. So they made something that's not fucking just a copy of whatever else, like, everyone else is doing. It's just a new fucking thing. Like, why the fuck can't anyone just make fucking things that are new and good? Like, okay, even like Bloodborne, it kinda looks like a new game, but it's so much, like, such a distinct aesthetic that it doesn't look like a new game at all. The only thing that even kinda looks like a new game is like the Dolls model. That's the only thing that looks like a new game in the entire fucking game.
do you know what games look good that are like that take the realism, like, oh, this is gonna look as good as possible approach? Those new Resident Evil games, like, they look really good. I think they look like they're like going for they're going for that, like, that realism look. I think they look really good. I think they look even better than the new Modern Warfare, like, on the terms of, like, capturing like this realistic look.
Yeah, the
The new Modern Warfare.
the facial animation is just so good.
I mean, the new Modern Warfare looks really good. I'm everybody's probably fucking checking out on this because I'm praising a AAA studio, but, like, it really does look good. The new Modern Warfare, the Call of Duty or whatever. But I think even, like, the new like Resident Evil 2 and 3, like, they just, man, they look really good. I gotta say. And then
It does actually
so
look
does,
good.
like, Doom and stuff. Yeah, like, so does Doom and stuff like that. Well, basically, anytime a Japanese studio goes for a realistic look, it looks pretty good, I think. I mean, I know I was just bitching about the FF7 remake, but I don't really hate the way that the new FF7 remake looks. But I was kind of like on the, because Digi was talking about how he kind of likes the aesthetic of the old one more, which I agree with that. I do like the original aesthetic way more than the new one, but
I mean, okay, I'd make the argument.
I don't know what he means by
hate. The reason why Resident Evil 3 looks good, or the remake, because that's what I'm looking at right now on YouTube, it isn't that the actual game looks good. It has just really fucking good camera angles and composition all the way through. Like, it's just composed super well. The actual models aren't anything special. It just has, like, really fucking good framing.
It just looks good. Yeah, like,
it's just framed well. Like, in every, it's like thoughtfully put together. Like, it doesn't look good because the models look good. It looks good because the fucking levels are thought out.
It also runs really good too. If you've ever played it, like, it runs really good on PC. Like, pretty hype. I don't know. Maybe some other people aren't having it as much.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played it. I'm just looking at YouTube and seeing how it looks like.
Yeah. It looks good. That's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, I'd say that's a similar. I've watched a lot of fucking people play Doom Eternal, and I'd also make, like, a similar argument for that. Where it doesn't look good because the actual, like, graphics and models look good. It looks good because it has, like, these thoughtful level designs where everything is put into a place where it looks good, right? So, like, I think all of those games would look even better if they were doing something original and something that actually, like, fit their fucking aesthetic instead of just going for, like, hey, we're just gonna make it look like it's, like, real life, you know?
Maybe.
But, like, there's
I really like Doom. I don't know about Doom Eternal. I haven't played it, but I really like Doom 2016. The way it looks. I don't know.
I haven't seen.
I just like all that. I like all the hell stuff. I like all the hell shit. I don't know. It just looks cool. It doesn't really look realistic. Doom 2016. I know it does, like, at first glance, but when you're playing it, everything's just so wacky that it doesn't actually look like realistic at all.
Yeah, but maybe it's just, like, I've just seen Eternal. I haven't seen 2016. So 2016 might kind of, like, have, like, the Bloodborne thing, which just does, like, a completely different thing than everything else. So it doesn't really look realistic. Because Doom Eternal is set on, like, the Earth, so it has, like, Earth fucking things happening.
Yeah, I haven't played it. I've looked at it a few. It just looked like it just looked like it had that same wacky, like, because everything that's happening on the screen in Doom is, like, completely whack. Like, it's just wacky, dude. That's the only word I could come up with. You're like, this is ridiculous.
I mean, yeah,
like,
but, like,
pulling people's faces apart. It's just kind of dumb. It's not dumb, like, in a bad way. It's dumb in a good way.
I mean, I guess it doesn't really look realistic, but it has, like, I don't know, it's something about those games just doesn't, like, interest me, even if they're not, like, realistic in such a sense, because, like, they couldn't ever happen in reality. Like, you can't just pull people's faces off like that, you know. But it's like, even if you don't look realistic, it's like, if you're connected to, like, this sense of, like, three-dimensional reality, for me, it's just, like, that doesn't interest me at all. Like, make yourself, like, look distinct and make yourself, like, disconnected from reality, you know?
Oh, man, there's one game that because I really don't like Western RPGs that much, like, that aesthetic at all, like Blizzard or anything like that, like Elder Scrolls, things like that at all. And then, but for some, like it'd be like knights and swords and shit. I'm not really into that aesthetic at all. But for some fucking reason, I really like the way Dark Souls looks. Like the first one. I don't know what it is about Dark Souls, but it just looks really cool. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's just that it's Japanese and I know that.
I mean, it looks fucking dirty. Like it doesn't look clean the same way like Western RPGs look.
I don't know what it is.
Because
I have no idea,
like if you play Skyrim, right, you might be like, oh hey, you have like dirt on character faces. This is such a dirty game, but like everything in Skyrim is basically clean. It's sparkling.
Oh really?
Like yeah, if you actually look at the fucking game, like everything is just super fucking clean in it. It's just like, oh hey, it's pristine, it's nature. Oh hey, it's like these fucking people, these soldiers have dirt on their faces, but they have like this fucking shiny armor and shit, you know. So it has like this fucking, even the Draugr, you know, over like contorted monsters, but they're like make complete sense. Whereas in Dark Souls, like nothing in it makes sense. Everything is made to be like a distinct thing. It doesn't have to look like clean. It has to look like real. Like it would have been like if Dark Souls was real, it would look like Dark Souls, right? But Dark Souls isn't real, which is why it's cool, because it's not trying to do something that feels like it, like, you know what I mean?
Okay. Maybe. Do you know what's a game that you might like that's pixel art?
What game?
Is there's a game called Momodora or Momodora. I don't know how to pronounce it. Like Reverie under the man. Everybody's gonna make fun of me for my pronunciation. Like Momodori. I can't talk. I'm kind of smashed. I'm just gonna fucking paste it.
Momodora Reverie
Sorry,
under the
everybody.
moonlight. Is this a thing?
Yeah, Under the Moonlight. Yeah, that's how I think
I
that.
know it looks like Celeste, and I hate how Celeste looks like. So.
Oh, I like it. It looks pretty cute.
I mean, it looks cute. It looks cute. Like I'm just imagining playing it and how it's probably gonna feel slow as fuck because it has to fucking play the fucking animations. Like, oh, I have to play my fucking pixel art animations. You can't fucking move fast. You just have to look through the entire fucking.
It's kind of like it kind of. I don't know. You might try it out. Like I don't think it was pretty slow. It kind of reminded me of Dark Souls. I mean, I hate to pull the. It's
Dark
the
Souls
Dark
is super
Souls.
slow.
It kind of reminded.
I mean, Dark Souls is
Oh,
super slow.
I guess Dark Souls is slow.
Yeah. Like
Rip,
that's why I can't like. That's why I'm super bad at Dark Souls, because you have to stay still, and I can't fucking stay still when I'm playing a game, which is why I fucking love Bloodborne, and I can't play Dark Souls. Because in Bloodborne you can just be like, hey, I'm just gonna fucking go fast, and then I'm gonna fucking beat anyone's fucking ass who tries to fuck with me, and then you're just gonna fucking go fast and win.
Oh, and then you should play. You should play Vanquish. That's a game. Vanquish is literally the best game of last generation. No, not what's of the Xbox 360 generation, whatever generation that is. It's literally the best game of that generation. It's, oh my god.
I think
Vanquish is like literally hype shit, basically.
I think it might be the second person who says I should play Vanquish. I guess I should play Vanquish.
Vanquish is like, and see, it has that kind of realistic aesthetic, but I think that this game looks fucking sick, dude. Everything about this game just looks really good.
I don't know, every game that
because there's
looks...
lots of really cool, like little animations like on his suit and stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
And
I'm just looking at
also
screenshots right now, and I'm like...
also, it's made by Platinum
18.
Games, so
Oh, fuck.
it's hype shit. So.
Also, I opened up the trailer and somehow it wasn't muted, so the podcast now has like a fucking really loud Peggy 18 on it.
Peggy 18.
Peggy 18. Okay, it looks good when it's moving, it's just like... I know, all of those games are super boring for me. Like...
Oh, really? This game
why.
is like... Okay. This game is like... Okay, so this game...
ディレクターは
I know I've said that
Why
5
the fuck
times.
did it get out to fucking unmuted again? It's so fucking dumb.
This game is like a third-person shooter when you first... Like a third-person cover shooter when you're playing it. Like, first time playing it.
Yeah.
And then it's trying to push you to play it not as a third-person shooter, a cover shooter. Like,
Yeah.
the entire time. It, like, rewards you for being out in the open and being fucking ridiculous. So, when you watch, like, people play Vanquish at, like, high-end place, they're literally never using the fucking cover. They're literally always, like... Because there's, like, a slow-motion option, but the slow-motion is only activated... Like, you know, most games have, like, slow motion, it's like a button you press. But
I don't
or
play
maybe it's like
AAA
max
games.
pain and you're diving or something. In Vanquish, it only activates if you are jumping out of cover or something like that.
It's cool.
So
Yeah, like...
or like you're doing like a trick or something. It only activates that way. And you can get it to activate on the fly, but basically it only activates if you're putting yourself in danger.
I mean, see, the thing is, I'm literally just doing interest in fucking indie games usually. Like, if something is a AAA game, I'm just like, okay, fucking... I guess this exists, but like... Okay, a game that looks really fucking good. Like a fucking unbelievably good looking game. Disco Elysium. Looks just phenomenal.
What is it? What is it?
Disco Elysium. It's like this RPG. Like a real genuine RPG. And it's like, has like a top-down view with 3D models and shit, and it looks so fucking good. Looks like genuinely so fucking good.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. That's kind of cool looking.
Yeah, like it literally doesn't. It doesn't look like it. Like it doesn't look like it's inspired from our reality. You know, it looks like it's like from a completely different like reality.
Yeah.
Which is why it's so fucking cool, because it is from a completely different reality. That's the point. You're like exploring a completely different world, and it's so fucking. It doesn't rely on any of the presuppositions you would have on like the normal world. It just manages to just take the coolest shit ever and just fucking put that into a thing. Like, it's just fucking awesome.
Hype shit.
It is hype shit. I have to fucking play it, but I've been fucking busy doing shit constantly, and I haven't like fucking finished it.
Oh. I haven't done shit lately. I just keep working.
I've just been making fucking YouTube videos non-stop, basically.
Yeah, I see them all the time. You always post them when I'm at work. I'm like, oh fuck, sorry.
I mean, okay, I guess we're 30 minutes into the podcast, so I can talk about this, because I didn't want to talk about it in like somewhere like people would actually hear. But like, I made this like super fucking personal video today. I told Robert about it before, where I just fucking talked about everything in my apartment, and it was.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was a really fucking good video, but I don't want people to click on it from Discord. Like, okay, I'm gonna click on this fucking super personal video and from a Discord link. Like,
oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
So I didn't post that one. Yeah, usually I make like 1 or 2 videos a day and just post them, and then sometimes people watch them. And it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
I keep wanting to make more scamcast videos, but I'm always like, I don't know. I'm kind of bad about like I'm already like I always have like an idea in my head, and then it goes away like right away. Like that's how I am with this podcast already. I'm kind of like I have no idea what I'm talking about anymore.
yeah, babe, so
I'm so distracted all the time.
What's the latest time I got scammed?
What's the latest I got? I don't know. I can't think of anything. So I have this problem too, where you're trying to think of something, like when somebody asks you a question, and then you're like, okay, let me think about it, and then it doesn't come. It doesn't show up in my head until like 30 minutes later. I think it's called like jamais vu or some shit. I forgot what the term is. Something like that. I forgot what the term is.
I wonder what's the last time I got scammed. I know I got scammed recently on something, because I remember feeling super fucking scammed. I just don't fucking... I don't get scammed often. I get scammed like twice a month, maybe. Like, it's literally just like a sporadic thing. Doesn't
You get scammed every day.
Yeah, I literally don't... I can't understand how you manage...
You just don't notice.
No, I mean, like, how do you manage to get scammed so much?
Well, it's because Scam World is everything.
I mean, you just live in like a completely different dimension from me, because like the things you complain
No,
about.
it's everything. You think about everything. Oh! How do I manage to get in like wacky situations?
Yeah, we just keep fucking getting scammed like all the time.
I don't know, because I just do a lot of things. I guess I don't know. I feel like I don't do anything, and somehow I do a lot of things.
I mean, it's like no matter what I do, I don't really usually get scammed. It's just like, okay, I'm just gonna do things in exactly the way I want them to do, right? Like there's no fucking scams involved. But it's like,
I guess good shit just doesn't go my way. I guess I don't know, or maybe it
shit
does.
doesn't
It does
go
kinda go my way.
like a lot of shit doesn't go my way, but it's like, like the things I have control over go my way, you know, and I have control over most things. You know.
Mm-hmm. Do I really get scammed that much? Do I really talk? I guess I do.
Yeah, you get scammed a lot. Like I have a fucking top loading washing machine, right? I don't have a fucking front-loading washing machine.
Oh, the fucking washing machine. Yeah, the goddamn fucking You know what made me mad about the whole washing machine bullshit? Is that every time I talk about the washing machines or anything like that, I'm like, these are bullshit. These are fucking bullshit. People are just so fucking ready to defend washing machines.
They're just scammed.
Why?
They're just so fucking scammed.
Why do you care?
Why would you not?
Why do you care so much about the washing? Why are you trying to play defense for the washing machine industry? Why are you so ready to come to pull out your guns and get on the hill to defend those guys?
Like, why would you not just want to put clothes in from the top? What's the problem with that? It's a more stable system.
I've never had a washing machine that broke. It says people who have never used a washing machine. It's like,
just fucking. I put a heavy ass
my
carpet
mom
in the
washes
washing
everything
machine.
for me.
I just put a heavy ass carpet in the washing machine and it fits because I can just fucking put it here from the top, right? It's so much fucking better. It just fucking goes around and washes shit.
I just like I'll be like, oh my god, this company or this fucking shit is shit, and then they're like, how is it shit? And I'm like, just agree with me, you fucker. Why do you want to defend fucking washing machines or ovens or dishes so hard? Fuck off.
What dishes are a scam?
Dishes are a scam in general. Like dishwashers, they're shit. They're
mean,
literally a scam.
I mean, I have a dishwasher and it's like actually convenient too.
No, they're shit. They're always
Why are
shit.
they shit?
Because a dishwasher is a procrastination machine.
I mean, yeah, that's why it's fucking amazing.
No, you're doing the exact same work both
I mean, no,
times.
you're not
You're just pushing it off later.
How are you doing the same work too?
Because the dishwasher, you have to you can't just put it in there.
No, you can nowadays.
Well,
Nowadays you can.
You have to
You literally just can put shit in the
rinse it
dishwasher
off.
now, and it works. Like I was
No, we
fucking
have a new dishwasher, and it doesn't. You have to wash it off.
I can put like a fucking dirty. I can put dirty ass shit in the dishwasher, and it just comes out clean.
Where does everybody get these incredible dishwashers?
I don't fucking know. I just have one.
Everybody tells me that. They're like, I see the most dishwashers in my life because I move every other year. So I see dishwashers every other year, right? And people are like, well, my dishwasher isn't like that. But where did you get your dishwasher?
I know, it's just fucking some fucking push dishwasher.
From the dishwasher, from the dishwasher god. Fuck dishwashers. I don't care.
I mean, I think a big part of it might be that my mom actually owns this apartment, so she actually buys the shit herself. So it's
everybody who the reason I hate dishwashers is because you could just this is what happens with dishwashers is that everybody wants to use 20 cups. Do you get what I'm saying? Everybody's I'm gonna go get water and then I'm gonna drink water out of this cup and then I'm gonna put it in the dishwasher and then get another cup in a few seconds. It's just use the same cup.
Yeah, I have.
All day.
Okay. Peps, the thing that happens to me because I just use it. Okay, I drink water out of a cup, right? And I put it next to a sink. So the next time I want to drink water, I can just get the same cup, right? Eventually, I just forget, is this a dirty cup? Is this a clean cup? Okay, I'm gonna take another cup. So I eventually have 5 cups next to the sink.
No!
All of them look like they're clean. But I don't know if all of them are clean because I know that most likely I use all of them to just drink water out of, but some of them might be dirty because I used them to do something else. So eventually, I have to put them in the dishwasher.
No. Here's what I do. You have a water, let's say, there's stainless steel cups, okay? Yeah. A big stainless steel cup. And you take the cup and you drink water out of it.
Also, Keeblade.
And then whenever it's ready, what's up?
I just have to warn Keeblade that you're being recorded right now.
That's fine.
Whenever you're ready to clean your cup, you just put some soap on it and then soap it up a bit and then rinse it off. And then you'll never, if you just do that forever, you'll never have dishes. I don't understand dishwashers.
Okay, but I can't do that literally. When I finish eating something, the last thing I want to do is fucking wash dishes because I'm okay, I have energy now. I have assimilated nutrients into my physical form. I want to go and do shit. And washing dishes is the opposite of the shit I want to do.
It takes a second.
Yeah, it does take a second, but it could also be doing something else.
No, because Here's the thing. Okay, maybe. Okay, so dishwashers are okay if you like have multiple people, right?
Yeah.
But like people, you like if you like live alone, it's literally a waste of time. You just because you have like a pot and
water.
a plate. It's 2 dishes. Do you get
I
what I'm
mean-
saying? It's like the pot and a plate.
I mean, you have pans and fucking bowls and glasses and shit.
Do you know what's the biggest scam ever?
What?
Is I was eating ramen
Yeah.
and somebody like I posted that I was eating ramen and I was like, why don't people eat out of the if you're just making the ramen for yourself? Why don't you just eat out of the pot instead of putting it in a bowl?
Okay,
You get what I'm saying?
okay, when you make ramen yourself, there is a thing too, because if you have like, you have the noodles. Like this is when you make ramen basically from scratch, because that's how I make ramen.
Oh, I've never done that because
Like-
I live in America.
Yeah, no. I mean, I
We
get
eat
like
shitty ramen.
I get ramen noodles, then I make a stock. Sometimes I just use like a pre-made stock. Sometimes I just make a stock from like vegetables and meat to just have like a complete original stock, right?
Oh.
So sometimes I just make a
yeah.
Sometimes I just have like these noodles, right? Then I need a second pot to make the stock in, right? And then I have to do all of the other things. I have to like cook an egg and shit and cook some meat and shit. So it's like an entire process. So I just can't eat it out of the pot.
Alright, fine. If people actually cook and they got people to feed, then use the goddamn dishwasher. But those motherfuckers like me who just are getting the ramen packet with the soda and that's it. Just watch. This is how you make your ramen. You put it in the pot. You make it. You eat out of the pot, and then you, as soon as you're finished, because that pot is still hot as fuck, so you don't have to soak it or any goddamn nonsense like that, because the stuff will just come right off since it's really hot. You just go right over to the sink, and you squirt a little bit of you squirt some dish soap on it, and you soap it up, and you take your washcloth or whatever, and you wash it off. And then you dry it right there and put it up. It literally is a 30-second fucking process, and you never have to use the goddamn dishwasher. Or unload it. I fucking hate unloading the dishwasher.
Yeah.
That's why I hate dishwashers, because
Dude, fucking that's a scam.
it's like, yeah, you're like, okay, I'm gonna keep putting stuff in this magical clean box,
you know where I put all my
and
stuff.
then I'm gonna have to unload it later. I don't want to unload it later.
Okay, so the trick
with.
is you don't put shit in a cupboard bag. You put shit on a counter, right? So instead of like having like this fucking cupboard rotation, you put shit in the counter on a counter, right? Then you cook with it. Then you put it in the sink. After you fucking the sink gets full, you put everything in a dishwasher. Then you take it out, put it on top of the cupboard, on top of the fucking desk or whatever. And you never fucking have to use a cupboard. What the fuck? Cupboards are a scam. Like fucking cupboards are so much a fucking scam. Why would you put anything in drawers or
pots?
cupboards? You just need,
Pots.
like they're just needless
Just
boxes.
hang the pot. You could just, I with the pot, I just hang them.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can
I
just
have
do
like
that.
I just have some nails on the wall, and I just hang them by the fucking handle.
Yeah,
'Cause
why
I'm like,
would you
why
want
the fuck would I
to
put it
open
in the cupboard?
boxes? Why would you want to fucking open and close boxes and be like, oh, how does everything fit in this box? I'm gonna just fucking open and close it and open and close it. You're being scammed! You're being literally scammed by using fucking cupboards and drawers.
Literally. Dude, there's oh my gosh, what is it? You know what I wish everybody would do? I wish that this was like a standard thing. This would be the perfect Pepsi world. And nobody's gonna agree with me. But everybody, instead of having goddamn dishes, like you have like I have 40 plates, because what if everybody comes over to my house? You know what I mean? Bullshit like that.
Yeah.
What if you know those like mess kits you get whenever you go camping, and
Yeah.
it's like a pot. It's like this nice little stainless steel thing.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's with a plate
Yeah.
and some forks and stuff. It's like a camping kit.
Yeah.
What if everybody had their own? You just had your own mess kit, and you walked around with your own fucking mess kit and used it. Why is that? Why
Okay, that's how it used
my
to work,
perfect
though.
world?
That's how it
My
used to work
perfect-
back in like the Middle
It
Ages.
used to work like that. You're right. Yeah, it used to be something like that. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you had
Everybody
to bring
carried their own little spoon.
Everyone had
Yeah.
their own spoons and their own plates and shit. So when you went to like eat with someone, you just brought your own fucking plate and spoon and shit.
Yeah. Okay, so if you tried to do that in real life, people would look at you weird. But why is that weird? Why is it so weird that you would have your own little mess kit? it's so convenient.
Yeah.
It's like this kit that it like folds up on itself, and it's like a frying pan that can also be a plate and also a bowl, and also it has a fork.
Okay, there's an actual
really cool.
There's an actual reason why you would not do that too, which is that stainless steel has a specific smell and taste if it comes into contact with human skin.
Oh yeah.
That's the only reason why you shouldn't do that.
Then make them aluminum. I don't know. Whatever,
Yeah.
some other material. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like it could be plastic. Fucking, I don't. Or
Yeah, it
I
could
guess
be
it can't
plastic.
be plastic.
I
If it's,
mean, yeah.
oh, excuse me, I burped. That's disgusting.
You could just
I
make
hate
it.
doing that. I
burping's
hate.
fine.
No, I hate it.
No,
Oh my
that's
god. Do you know?
Burping's fine.
Do you know what's the most annoying thing in the world is when you're hanging out with a bunch of dudes and the whole time they're just burping. They're
Yeah.
just burping.
Dude, I was
Yeah.
just about to say when
Fucking burping.
my friends don't even like fart that much, but whenever they fart, I have that reaction. I think that farting is a crime.
They're just burping. It's like, hey, I know that you're all a bunch of dudes, but will you shut the fuck up?
It's
What are you
literally
trying
so
to prove?
pointless.
It's like a big dick game. It's like I have a bigger penis.
Okay. I have
like
figured
burp.
this out before. It's because they have a primal instinct to be like, I am more well fed than you. I have eaten more than you have.
It has to be something like that. Yeah. It's like, have you ever? Man, I was arguing. I was not arguing. I was not. It was literally the exact opposite of arguing with Will. And we were talking about how everybody is just so fucking loud. Like they're walking and they're just stomping,
Okay.
and they shut the door. When they shut the door, they shut the door and they slam the door.
I have to
Slam the
defend
door.
myself because I do this. I have to defend myself. It's not intentional. It's literal. I'm physically so fucking retarded that I can't do it
I know
otherwise.
it's not intentional, but it just drives me insane.
I'm
Yeah, you
literally
know,
physically
I remember that
retarded.
too, and I just say it.
Like, I'm so
Like, they're-
fucking
they open-
autistic that I can't just help myself other than just knock things over and just be fucking loud.
Okay, so you're like taking a piss in the men's restroom and you're pissing, and then a dude comes in. Bam! Door fucking explodes. The door open. Fucking stomp their way over to the fucking toilet.
Okay, that's intentional.
Slam the fucking. No, they're not. It's not intentional.
Okay, it's
Is what I'm
subconscious
saying.
or
And
something like that.
this is how Americans are. And we're
Americans
so-
just want to be heard. It's a fucking studied psychological thing where Americans want to be acknowledged.
So they stomp their way into the bathroom, and then they fucking slam the goddamn door open to the shitter, and then they slam the fucking toilet seat down and sit down at 100 miles an hour, and then they fucking let out. They just shit. Just disgusting shit. It literally is like, it's like, dude. And then they go, and then they have the audacity to be like, ugh. Yeah, they're like, yeah. What the? And then they every goddamn time they pick up their phone and then they start talking on the phone. They're like, yeah. And it's what the fuck? And then when they pulled out the, let's say the toilet paper, they like yank it at 100 miles an hour, so it goes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like off balance. And then they like, every time I fucking hate the way people use the bathroom. It drives me insane. Then they flick the light on and off at like 1,000,000 miles an hour. They're like, I don't even know. It's just insane.
How
It's
can
like,
someone
calm
live
the
like
fuck-
that?
This is how every guy is in America. This is being masculine. This is masculinity.
That's such a scam. That's such a fucking scam.
This is masculinity. And I'm like, and I always like get people always are like, oh, where'd you come from? Because I guess I walk like a fucking ghost. Apparently. Or apparently people just don't pay attention. I don't know how they miss a fucking 6-foot man walking around.
Like
I
fucking.
don't understand.
Like for me, it's like I'm not that loud at all. I just like sometimes like things make noise because I just fucking can't literally control my own fucking body. So it just sometimes it just makes fucking like sometimes it does loud things like close the door too fast.
Oh my god, the door. When I close the door, I hold the handle like open and then I like shut the door, and then I let go of the handle, so it doesn't make even the click sound.
Okay, I don't have
know what
that
I'm
degree of
saying?
physical awareness, though. I don't have the degree of awareness and control over myself.
That's something I've just. That's something. Oh my god, I burped again. Oh my god. That's something I. Okay, so, that's something that I've just done since I was like a kid. So it's something you just do. I don't even notice that I'm doing it. I only notice when people are slamming the fucking door around. Oh my god.
Like okay,
Slamming the
I don't
door.
I don't get like each one because like doing both things would require like a degree of physical awareness and control that I just don't have. Like I literally can't be quiet and I can't be loud intentionally. It just like happens however it happens, you know.
I get you.
It literally
I
happens.
know
I'm playing
that is
Kingdom
it.
Hearts 2 level 1 crit.
I know none of it is. I know none of it is like, intentional. But it
I
makes.
feel like you have to, at some point you have to make a choice if you want to like smash things. You can't smash things unintentionally. It takes like active muscular effort to smash something, you know.
No, they're like me, man, me big.
Yeah, it takes like it takes actions to do that. Like when I'm talking about like, oh, I just pull the door and then it like closes or slam sometimes because I pull it too fast. Not like psh, crash, right? You know. It's just like
I should see people open my fucking door to my car, or not open it, close it, because I have like a 40-year-old car.
yeah.
They're just. It's like okay. Imagine when you slam the door that it's making like a fucking jet engine sound. It's like that. What is that from?
Okay,
Damn, there's
I'm
like
over here in car like. Okay, I have the opposite problem in cars, where I just don't fucking close the doors hard enough, so the doors always fucking stay slightly open when I'm in a car. Like,
Oh, really?
30% of the time, the fucking door is slightly open when I'm in a car.
You don't close them hard enough.
Yeah, I literally don't close them hard enough.
When I close the door, I don't like let go of the door. I like
Yeah.
just close it. I like hold the handle and like shut it, and then I
Yeah.
let go of the handle.
I mean, that's not enough for a lot of fucking cars. They require like active momentum.
Yeah. I just hate when people. I'm so triggered over people fucking coming in the bathroom and so much noise in the bathroom. So much fucking noise every time, and I'm like, dude. Over here sneezing. All right, I think I have to get off, Carla.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm starting to sneeze a lot.
I'm
Anyways.
gonna go have a few drinks probably.
Oh, hype shit.
Hype shit.
Yeah, hype shit.
Hype shit.
Well, that was
Here we
fun.
go. Here we go. Oh,
Okay, go ahead.
okay. Here's a little mini rant. Speaking of the sneezing and all that, I am so fucking tired. If I have to hear one more asshole normie say when you sneeze or cough, you're like like that. They're like, oh, Corona. Shut up. Shut up. You've said it 1,000 times. Isn't it time to be done with that? It's not funny anymore. Corona. Or I'm like, achoo, and they're like, oh, Corona. Shut the fuck up, idiot. Come up with something else. Say SARS. Say something. Say cancer. I don't care. AIDS. Say something else. Ebola. I don't care. Something. Corona. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but you have to be like
Stupid ass
topical.
normie.
You have to speak in the zeitgeist.
It's like, that's how they sound to me. They sound like that. They're like, Corona. Have you, wait, speaking of normies. So, like, hold on, I guess I'm not leaving. There's these, so I'm, like, doing training for this new class.
Yeah.
And, training for this new job, I mean. And in the class, they had, like, a TV on, I guess. And, man, it was like cable. It was like cable TV, just normal ass TV.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you watch normies watch TV, have you ever watched normies watch
I have never
TV?
talked to a single normie, Pepsu. I'm convinced
Oh, wow.
I haven't had a
Okay,
full
okay.
conversation with a normie in my entire life.
Lucky you.
Every time I talk to a normie for like 3 minutes, it ruins my fucking entire day. Every single time it has happened. Like, so I never have a full
here's-
conversation with one.
Here's how normies watch TV. Like, they're just watching it, and it's like it's like that kind of face. and whenever, okay, if something happens, like there's a child, like a cute kid, like, it's like cute kid or a cat or something like that, they're like, they really do that. They're really like, the doggy. And it's like, really, that is just imagine. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
That's what
Like,
brainwashing
imagine
works.
that you're just sitting there and like they're like dangling a cat in your face and you're like, oh, kitty, duh. It's like, shut the. That's how they watch it, and I'm just sitting here. I'm watching normies watch TV. This is full autism, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? That's what got your attention? Is the stupid cat? You've been just sitting here watching this entire show, and the whole time you're just sitting here and you haven't said a word, and then suddenly cat on the screen. You're like, the cat. I mean, I guess I'm not the exact same. I mean, or I guess I am the exact same, but in a different way. Like I go, oh, or I go, wow, fucking normies, you know. But like, but it drives me insane. Like they just have like a kid up there, like a kid. It's like Facebook videos, basically. That's what normie TV is. They just keep showing Facebook clips. It's like Ray William Johnson. You remember Ray? Does anybody remember Ray William Johnson?
I was like fucking 11 and I watched like everything he made.
Yeah. Okay, so people, that's what normie TV is like now. They just keep playing clips from YouTube, like it's like TikToks and stuff, and you're like, what the fuck? It's
You know that show, Impractical Jokers?
Oh my god, that's what it was. That's
Those
what they
guys
were
are-
watching.
Yeah, that's okay, cool. Because like
It's
those
literally Ray
guys,
William
those guys
Johnson.
are like, I listen to those guys like try to be funny, and I'm like, these guys could not run a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Like,
they literally
this would not
most-
retain an
yeah.
audience.
Well, okay, if you're running a YouTube channel, you have to be so much more of a fucking entertaining person to be successful than if you're a fucking TV personality. If you're running
a dozen.
if you're running a YouTube channel and you have more than like 2 subscribers, you're more entertaining than anyone on TV. Literally anyone on TV. You're more entertaining.
Yeah, really? Because somebody had to be like, okay, I want to see you again.
Someone
Yeah.
had to make like
They don't do that.
someone had to
Yeah,
make like
TV.
someone had to make a conscious decision regarding you.
Have you ever had normies like blow their mind whenever you like don't know something? So like I live in Oklahoma and there's that fucking Tiger King shit going on, right? Or whatever that documentary that I don't give a shit about.
I've heard of that.
So I live in Oklahoma. That's where that fucking documentary is from. And I'm like, oh, I don't really give a fuck about that. You know what I mean? And then everybody's like, have you seen Tiger King? And I'm like, no. Oh, it's about Joe Exotic. And I'm like, I don't know who that is. And they're like, how do you not know who he is? That's the guy that he's got there was billboards of him. And I'm like, well, for one, I'm not looking at fucking ads all day. I don't just look at billboards. Why would I do that? Dude, do you get that? Like, why the fuck would I look at billboards while I'm driving? No, I'm trying to drive. I'm trying not to be killed.
And I'm trying to listen to this podcast while I drive.
Yeah, or something like that. Or maybe I'm looking at a car or something. I don't fucking know. No, I don't see the fucking Joe Exotic thing. I don't give a shit. What? And then they're like, how do you know? That's how it sounds. They're fucking... Yeah, literally error. Anyways, okay, that's enough. I gotta go.
Okay. One last thing.
Oh, okay.
So, fucking church shit, right? Literally, my entire immediate family are new types. Everyone in my immediate...
Shit.
Yeah, everyone in my fucking immediate family
Oh, no, I didn't mean to
is a
say
new
that.
type.
New type clan.
So that's
New
why
types.
that's why I don't have to interact with normies, because like literally everyone who I've been surrounded by my entire life is a fucking new type.
My job is to interact with normies, so
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay. It's okay with me because you get paid. It's like I'm being paid to deal with normies, so it's like okay, fine.
Yeah.
But also, I just know that I don't know. Somehow I get roped in with fucking because I live in Oklahoma, so there's only normies. I guess I don't fucking know.
I mean, I live in Estonia, there aren't normies. Like, there are so few normies in Estonia, it's insane. It's either
Man.
like jaded Soviet people or fucking autistics, no fucking in between. Like, there are just so few normies here.
Damn it. That feel with no autistic GF.
That fucking feel.
Bad feel, honestly. Horrible.
It's a horrible
Terrible.
feel.
Worst
It's an
feel.
aqua sad feel, honestly.
I'm gonna go drink and be sad about it. That feel.
I'm gonna go drink and also be sad about that feel.
Rip. Not hype
Fun
shit.
guys. I don't have any
Un-
alcohol.
Scam shit.
Yeah, scam shit basically.
Scam shit.
Scam world.
Yeah.
All right, I'm leaving. See ya.
See ya.
I can type, but I don't want to talk anymore. Okay.